Hey there, fish amigos. Tim with rockbeachaquatics.com. Well, it is Thursday morning in April, very early. It's around 9 o'clock. I'm just going to be heading out over towards the store. Yes, we don't open until 12, but I work every day. I usually get there between 8:30 and 9. Today I had to do something this morning, so it took a little bit longer. But yeah, I'm gonna work on the quarantine room downstairs, getting fish ready to come up tomorrow. I have to do water changes on those tanks. I don't have an auto water change system set up on those. I've been thinking about doing that, adding it to it. It's gonna be like a front system, I think. I don't know. I did the smaller tanks, the 15s, just so I can actually pull them out and do like a deep cleaning if we need to. Not that we really need to. But yeah, I'm going to do those. I think we're going to set up a camera and I'm going to show you how that's done. But yeah, what does it take to do the store the way we've been able to do now? It's been just about 6 months. I'm impressed. We have almost 100 5-star reviews on Facebook. We have almost 40 on Google, 5-star reviews, that is. And we're really leading the pack. And it's funny, I had someone come in the other day. They drove from out of town, far out of town. Not like 20 minutes, half an hour, like a couple hours drove up. And they were referred by a friend up here who comes to us, an RBA super fan, and they just wanted to thank us, even though they don't live here. They wanted to thank us for putting a store in like this, to take the time, the money, the energy, the effort to actually put in a specialty store where they are literally, I don't forget what that came from, but literally, what show was that from? Anyways, if someone remembers what show that's from, leave it in the comments, because I totally forgot. I know it's from something I watch. But literally, they're closing left and right. Whether it's a local general pet store that focused on fish, or a smaller local fish shop that's been around for years, they're closing. And so no one's doing it in 2018/2019, since I built the store in 2018. And no one's doing it the way we're doing it. I wanted a store where you, the consumer, and this is kind of what's funny, him and I were talking about it, where he's been doing it a long time, and he just said that you've set the standard. And it's kind of funny because I always say hashtag RBA is setting the standard in our videos or in posts or various things that I do online. But he said you set the standard above anyone else as far as how fish should be maintained. And because he drove out, he asked a lot of questions. I took him downstairs, showed him the quarantine room, showed him the process, and he was just blown away. And he's like, I just wish we had something like this. And I said, it's funny. There's people that truly do appreciate it. I think the real hobbyist appreciates it. And then the novice hobbyist, the people that are just starting out, that catch us, that find out about us. Because the only way we're growing is by word of mouth and social media, online marketing that I do, just through social media. But that's it. I don't have giant billboards all over, various things, and we've grown so quickly that because we've offered a product, in my opinion, that is far superior than anything else. It really is. I've been doing this a long time. I've been buying fish from places for a long time, and plants and product. So he hung out in the store for a while, which is kind of cool. And people came in, and he was just blown away. He did load up and take some stuff back and all that, which is kind of cool. So But yeah, I mean, so he wanted to thank me for putting a store up 2 hours, 2 and change away from him because of what we've done. So, you know, I want to thank him for driving up, and I want to thank our RVA superfan for referring to him. But anyway, so this is kind of, I think this is the second part. I've kind of changed the way the videos are going to be done. I haven't been doing a lot of these. I've only done one because they take forever to edit. If I'm going to edit out a little bit more detailed. So we're going to call these, I'm actually changing them. They're going to be Feeding Frenzy Raw because I'm going to kind of do them pretty raw. I'm not going to spend a lot of time with like crazy editing and all that. So yeah, so we're coming up to the store here in a minute. My general process is I get in, you know, I turn on the lights, the main store lights, a few of them. I don't turn tank lights on actually until we open at noon. I usually turn those on around 11 o'clock, see what's cooking inside there. But this morning we're going to be going down into the lab, down in the quarantine room, and working on doing water changes. Fish that came in, they're actually looking amazing. Brought a ton of people down last couple days just to see our discus, see the African cichlids, the angels, just to see how things are done. And you know, people are really, they're just blown away that we actually have something like this here in our beautiful town of Rochester, New York.
New text.
Okay, we got a little text there. But so yeah, so gonna go in and work on the tanks, doing water changes, and then we'll be bringing up fish